Welcome back to another episode of Formcast, episode 28 this time around. I can't believe we're reaching 30 episodes, which means that's a lot of weeks that we've been uploading. But that's a lot of ears we've been reaching. Okay, that was probably a little bit cheesy. One thing that I want to talk about today is something that happened to me personally recently on stream in the gaming world. And that is of playing a small indie game and having something happen that you weren't really prepared for it to happen, and all of it being really good stuff. So, last week, one of my mods, one of the people I play with, mentioned, hey, look, Form, new horror game coming out, early access game, small indie company, Nightmare Studios. The game's called Surrounded. Maybe you should play it. Have a look. We watched the trailer on stream. I was scared shitless, and I said, I will never play that. Fast forward, literally 48 hours, not even. We're playing the game. Now, I must tell you that I'm not a huge fan of horror games. First off, I'm not a huge fan of changing what I play on a usual basis. I'm not a fan of horror games because of, I'm not scared at all. I'm just a little apprehensive and hesitant when playing those types of games. But we end up playing this game. Now, I think at the time we were averaging, I think around 60 viewers in the stream at the point. I think there might have been 4, 5, 6 people streaming this on Twitch category for Surrounded on Twitch. Very, very small. It's brand new. It's out for 2 days. It's early access game. It's got a couple bugs, all that kind of stuff. So we're playing the game. The game looks horrible. The game looks horrible. Now just wait. The game looks horrible. Just for me, it seems there's a lot of issues. I'm going through my settings. I'm changing this, changing that. I'm trying to play this, trying to switch this, all that kind of stuff. And I'm literally about to sit there and say, listen, guys, we're going to chalk the idea of playing this game. We're just going to go play something else for the rest of the stream. That's it. That's all. Lo and behold, someone comes in the stream as a chatter. Says, hey, I'm the founder of Nightmare Studios and one of 2 devs for this game. Change this and that, and you'll be fine. I changed it, immediately went to this high definition looking game. I could see everything. I could actually play. The developer of this game is a 19-year-old man from Norway. And I can't develop a game where, listen, guys. I started trying to develop a game. It's going to be it's like a burrito eating simulator probably, and it's going to get nowhere. I would sit in my chair, think for about 10 minutes on how to start and where to start, and I just wouldn't. And then we'd be here doing a podcast about my failure of creating a video game. So he's 19 years old from Norway. Him and his buddy just started developing this game in 2020. They founded Nightmare Studios. He's in the chat. Okay, he stays in the chat for 2 hours. He ends up gifting merch. He ends up playing marbles with us. He ends up doing this and that. I get it. He's 19 years old. I'm 33. God dang it, I'm old. But it put into perspective something really simple for me. When you take a shot playing these small indie games, you have zero clue what can happen. When you stream live streaming, you have zero clue who could enter, who could be there, who could be lurking, and who might enter. Fast forward, we get through this game. We're playing it. We're having a lot of fun. He's giving a couple little tips. He's trolling us as well, which is absolutely hilarious. He fits right into my stream community. And out of nowhere, he says, you know what? Hit me up if you have any questions. Give me your feedback. He was just so blown away with how positive we were in terms of giving a little bit of a review while we were live and giving him feedback. He said that he received so much negative feedback through Steam reviews that he was pretty much disheartened about the whole thing. He's we're working 24/7 on this thing. He quit his job at 19 years old to pursue developing a video game. And he's done it. It's on Steam. It works. It's beautiful. It's great for a horror game. If I'm enjoying it, that it's a good horror game. We've given some feedback, all this kind of stuff. He shares the roadmap with us for the next 5 months, whatever it was. I think it was 4 or 5 months coming, what they're looking to do. He's updating the game while we're playing it. He's like, give me a second. I'm posting an update right now. We exit, we update. 30 seconds later, it was fixed. All these things, you know what I mean? So it's absolutely such a crazy experience. Then all of a sudden he says, hey, let me know if you want your own Easter egg. I said, what? I said, I never had no Easter egg in no game. I got no part in no video game ever that's ever on Steam, on PC, on Xbox, on PS5, whatever. I have no part in any of that. And here the man is saying, hey, do you want your own Easter egg? I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, oh, we could put a picture of your face on one of the houses. We could do whatever. And he comes up with this crazy idea, which I'm going to share because it's been shared live and it's been shared in the Discord. And if you're listening to this, I think and you haven't heard, you're going to be like, that's super cool. It is a horror game. It's in the bush. There's things running after you. You got to sneak around. There's babies. There's this thing called Mother. And at the end of the day, my 3D animated head with the word form with blood dripping down on my forehead with some sort of sound attached to this will be put on a stake in the game. Now, I am absolutely, listen, if this game only got played by one person or 10 people or 20 people, I would be so honored and so absolutely ecstatic to have my own Easter egg, my own thing in the video game. It's like having a character made out of you. I think it's absolutely insanely dope. And yeah, it's not some AAA title, popular game, but it might be. It might become that. This is an opportunity that came to me only because I decided to play this small, tiny indie game early access thing. It's literally like I paid $10 on Canadian on Steam, so it's like what, $7, $8 US on Steam. Even if you played it once, that's it. That's all. It's $8, whatever. Have a good time with your friends. It's a 6-player multiplayer game, horror style, objective based, story based. There's lots of lore already. I loved it. And I'm gonna have my head on a stake. I'm gonna have my own Easter egg in the game. He is continuously DMing me for certain things. He's giving me 5 Steam codes to give away, which we're doing actually in the time of recording this. We're doing this tonight's stream. This is Tuesday, July 18th. So we're literally going to be giving away Steam codes for this early access game that you have to pay to get. This is only coming to me because we decided to stream and because we were just giving really good feedback and being professional about it, in my opinion. Because when a founder of a company and a dev of a game comes to your stream and says like, hey, I'm a dev, like this, you could literally tear them apart if you dislike the game. But if you go in there with this professional manner and you give actual good feedback, criticize the game in a constructive manner, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm in my position that I'm in. Now, no, this doesn't give me money. It doesn't give me popularity. It doesn't grow my channel right now. It doesn't do any of that. But it sinks in the idea that if you take a shot on playing different games once in a while. Now, I don't think you should play a game that only has 3 streams of it and like 80 viewers total on Twitch. It's very, very unlikely that you'll be seen. But there is a chance that something can happen like this. So what happens is we raid off to somebody that night, Sunday night. We raid off to somebody who's playing the game as well. We raid off. We bring all these people with us, including the developer of the game and the voice actor, actually. The voice actor was also in the stream and chatting with us. We bring both of those guys over there, and now this guy is in contact with the developer of the game as well, and the dev's saying like, yeah, let me know if you have any questions, any feedback is always appreciated, all these things, yada, 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 yada. It's absolutely crazy. So this is an experience that I've recently had, that I've never had before. I've had people come to my stream, that's how I got my GFUEL partnership. They found me, they came to my stream and offered my partnership right there live. I've had, other people come into my stream, this and that, radio hosts, local people, all these things. But to have a game developer come to your stream because you're streaming the game and you're just trying to be in tune with the streamer community, the actual gamers that play the game, and they want to get feedback direct from the source, that is huge. You never know who's watching. So take that however you will. Play whatever you want. But just realize that the potential of things happening increases exponentially when you actually put yourself in the position of having things happen. I think that made sense. I don't know. All I've had to eat lately is chicken and rice. I feel good, but I think my brain is melting. We'll see you next time in the next episode. Cheers.